We're up against a phenomenon that we have never seen, and that is the big lie. The big lie is not just stretching the truth. The big lie is not just fibbing. The big lie is creating a parallel universe.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47.
I'm not interested in taking anything from anyone. What I want to make sure that we do is defend the Second Amendment.
Yeah, fracking. No, I don't support fracking at all, and I never have.
I support fracking. I support the energy security that we should have in the United States.
No more drilling, including offshore. No ability for the oil industry to continue to drill, period.
My administration has not stopped or slowed U.S. oil production. Quite the opposite.
Islam is not our adversary. Muslims are peaceful and tolerant people and have nothing whatsoever to do with terrorism.
Joe Biden, who said that you cannot get COVID if you get the vaccine. Lie. This is a president who said he inherited high inflation when he took office. That's a lie. This is a president who said Republicans support defunding the police. That's a lie. This is a president who said that he inherited the crisis that is a catastrophe at the U.S. southern border. Lie. I could go on and on here.
And another issue that I think is perhaps one of our biggest barriers, and it's the issue of information and, in particular, misinformation. So we need to deal with that. And so let's arm ourselves with the truth to arm them with the truth. These vaccines were developed over a decade by scientists like Dr. Kizzy Corbett, a nationally recognized scientist who also happens to be a Black woman. So when people say, oh, it seems like this vaccine just came about overnight. No, it didn't. It actually is the result of many, many, many years of research.
The development of safe and effective vaccines less than a year after the emergence of this novel coronavirus is a stunning scientific achievement.
The CDC is saying they have concluded that fully vaccinated people are at a very, very low risk of getting COVID-19.
You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
We choose truth over facts.
95% effectiveness.
We choose truth over facts.
You deserve the freedom to be safe from COVID-19.
This would be the second time the Prime Minister has tested positive.
We choose truth over facts.
And the vaccine is efficient.
We choose truth over facts.
2 doses of this vaccine is the greatest protection that you can have.
The Swedish royals are among the latest victims of COVID-19. The Swedish royal courts confirmed that Gustaf of Sweden, King Carl XVI and his wife Queen Sylvia have tested positive for the coronavirus.
We choose truth over facts.
You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
People were forced to be vaccinated with a medical product in order to exercise their basic fundamental rights. And they were told, and we were told, that if you get vaccinated, you will not be infected and you will not spread the virus. They even ran a campaign and said, get vaccinated in order to keep your grandmother and your parents healthy.
Because frankly, we know that we can't trust the unvaccinated.
The unvaccinated overcrowd our hospitals.
And another issue that I think is perhaps one of our biggest barriers, and it's the issue of information and, in particular, misinformation. So we need to deal with that. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Let me start by saying to all of the leaders here, thank you. Thank you. To the members of our United States Congress on both sides of the aisle who helped pass the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act. Thank you.
What they are trying to do is deflect attention away from the real issues, the very serious issues that the working class of this country is facing.
It can do damage, this vaccine, and has to many of us.
And are you vaccine injured yourself?
I am, yeah. AstraZeneca did me. Fibromyalgia, I've got peripheral neuropathy, autonomic neuropathy, small fibre neuropathy. I've got internal organ damage, kidney, liver. I suffer with tachycardia, which is the heart. I become jaded when I start to talk about these conditions. They are just one condition, and that is vaccine injury.
Did you have to fight at all to get the NHS or the perpetrators to admit that it was the vaccine that had done this to you?
I've fought all the way. It took 6 months to actually get to see somebody, and I was suffering with full body pain. So it meant that I'd get up in the morning and I'd be wiped out by the pain. The levels would go up to 10, 11, 12. It'd drop you to the floor. It was that severe.
The real victims of COVID clearly are those that were murdered by midazolam and morphine, those that basically were injured by or killed by the vaccine, and those who still continue to be injured without realising it through cancers and other things that they're now dying of. It's just more gaslighting and whitewashing of what actually really happens. The government basically need to be removed, they need to be exposed for their lies, and I look forward to the day that happens and we finally see justice, because this is the biggest crime against humanity ever.
This is a very sharp president.
This is a man that's on his game.
President Biden is absolutely fit.
There's not a problem.
We can provide paid sick leave for all workers, so workers don't have to leave work to be fired in order when they get sick to be able to continue to live.